What's up, Brandon Smitley here, BrandonSmitley.com, bringing another training log video with commentary, week 4, day 4 of XPC finals prep, bench press assistance day, final training session before deload, pushed it on the bench press, even on the speed work, just like I did on the squat and deadlift stuff. So, had a decreased amount of speed work, just 4 triples at 155, so same weight as the week prior, just a few less sets, because I knew I was going to be working up, so I knew I'm going to get that volume elsewhere. Speed was really good and locked in. Technique felt pretty solid. The close grip with the spars definitely a little bit more tough with the increased range of motion, but still overall good things from speed work. And then from a workup set, I ended up working up to 235 for 5 with the mini band still on. This was a huge PR for me. My best with the bands on prior to this was 245 for a double, and that was just the regular standard bar, I believe. And so to go for 235 for 5, that extra range of motion and more reps is excellent. And then I hit some close grip 2 board, leaving the band still on as well, for a couple sets of 8 to work in that area where I'm not as strong, get some more volume and work on my triceps specifically to keep aiding in that. But what really pleased me about the 235 for 5 is when things got tough, I was able to still continue to press through and fight through the bands. That's something that helps me a lot on meet day. I do find when I take max attempts, I tend to slow down a little bit, but learning to grind through that weight, especially when the bands are trying to pull the weight back down, helps me out tremendously. Then you can see I had some extra accessory work, had some more dumbbell overhead presses, had some more weighted pull-ups, went with a neutral grip this week, changed things up just a little bit. Changed the pull on the lats. Not too shabby. Kind of started getting lazy there towards the end and cheating a little bit, but just really trying to get some more lat volume. Also did some croc rows. I always save these before a deload because they beat me the hell up when it comes to my back. They work really well for my upper back and they really attack my traps, but I don't like to do this usually on this day because 2 days later I know I've got to squat big. So knowing I didn't have to squat big for another week, I was able to pound these out and get a ton of extra upper back volume that I'm usually not accustomed to. I also find I get some good ab work out of this. My obliques usually are a little tender the day after as well, so it serves multiple points, but it's really just to offset all the pulling. And I really do like doing them. It's just I know from a recovery standpoint what I should and shouldn't do before a big squat or deadlift day, and croc rows is certainly one of them. Now, if it was on that day, it'd be a completely different story. Then had some snatch grip, cable shrugs. So just looking for a way to get a shrugging variation in, not use a lot of weight. And this fit the bill great. The line of pull and the way the lats have to contract and everything, the shrug motion makes it phenomenal. And I usually stand at an angle like this, that way I actually still have to shrug back as well, not just up. And then for my tricep work, I decided that rather than doing any kind of like extension based stuff, I would just do some board press hell, which is basically just taking a close grip with a weight and then running through boards, 5 reps at each one, working your way up the boards. Kind of modified it from what Dave had originally done on Elitefts because I have incredibly short arms, so I basically go chest, foam board, 1 board, 2 board, 3 board, and then 4 board. 5 board for me does absolutely nothing, and really a 4 board isn't much, but just for the general purpose of getting a ton of tricep work in and extra volume, it works well for this movement. But otherwise I would never do a 4 board press in any of my training. It's just not very applicable for what I like to do. So that's really all I got from the training. As you can see, pretty tough day, but like I said, knew the deload was coming up. No videos of the deload session will be posted, so the next video that you will see will actually be back taking heavy weights again. But if you want to keep up with the deloads and some other stuff that I do, that's all over on elitefts.com.